Hi guys, this is Aaron with Zollotech. Today I just wanted to give you an update on the iPhone 3GS. Thanks to a lot of you guys out there, I actually ended up buying it, as you saw probably from the videos, and here it is. I do have a co-zip case on it. I'd actually considered the Palm Pre just because it was designed by some of the guys that helped make the iPhone 3GS here, or the original iPhone, I should say. So they had a good handle on the OS, the web OS on the Palm Pre. I really looked into it. I really don't like AT&T, but unfortunately, I had to go with what I had all the programs and software for. I do like the Pre, but it was a little bit early, and the software could use a little bit more refinement, and that's fine. I actually do like Sprint because I had them for about 8 years and had no problems with them, and their network's pretty good around here where I live, so not a bad thing. But as you can hear, probably it's raining or thundering out, so if that cuts in, I apologize. But as you saw, the video camera on this is really good. That's part of the reason, or one of the main reasons, that actually caused me to upgrade. The quality of the video camera was actually much better than I originally even anticipated. And then the 3 megapixel camera with the autofocus and auto exposure and ISO and all that stuff makes this really probably the best camera phone, at least that I've used. But the best, it's not necessarily the best, as there's some 5 megapixel ones out there on Nokia's and things like that. But I actually like this one a lot just because you just tap and it focuses. And I think you're going to see that in some upcoming hardware from other manufacturers as well. As far as the phone goes, responsiveness is what it was when the iPhone first came out. The original aluminum backed one, the first gen, I had that, was great, but it wasn't running any extra software. So for example, it didn't have the podcast app, you couldn't go to iTunes directly, you didn't have the App Store, all that stuff. Without it actually ran really well. But once you added all that, it really bogged down the phone. Even the 3G was, bogged down. The 3GS handles everything smoothly. Everything transitions well. When you go into the Mail app, for example, on the old one, I'd go into Mail, I'd hit inbox, and it would take a moment. It would kind of be jerky. When the keyboard finally came up, I'd tap it and it wouldn't respond right away, and it was kind of slow and sluggish. So this really fixes all of those problems. I haven't had any issues with that whatsoever. As far as the screen goes, the screen's about the same. It does have the oleophobic screen, which basically means it resists oil and smudges. It definitely resists more oil than before. It feels a little bit different too, a little bit more slippery. I don't know if that's because it's newer, but it definitely feels a little bit better, I think. As far as the form factor goes, no difference. I just have a 32 gig black iPhone 3GS. You've probably seen some of those videos, and I've been trying to show you videos of everything that you guys have requested. So if you want something else that I haven't shown you, that you want to see how good or bad the camera can handle, low light, whatever, we already did some of that, be sure to ask and I'll try and answer any questions you have. But overall, I'm really happy I purchased this. Ended up selling the other one on eBay, and actually it'll be ended sometime later today. So overall, really impressed with the phone. The 3GS is definitely worth the upgrade if you can afford it. If you are trying to decide whether or not to upgrade, I think you'll be happy once you do, because the speed difference alone makes it worth it, I think. Surfing the web is a lot faster. Everything is just smooth like the original iPhone. If you had a chance to use that, it just seems a lot less buggy, and the software, or the processor with the extra L2 cache, the double RAM to 256, and then the extra storage just make it worth it. Overall, it's just such a better experience. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer those for you. This is Aaron with Zollotech. I'll see you next time.